Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. It's currently part 16 for my Let's Play, and it is the 11th of the 11th. The 11th of November, 2019. Why is this live, and why am I here? Well, that is a fair question to ask if you have been tuning into the Let's Play thus far, more specifically during the first 15 parts of that Let's Play. There are a number of reasons why that is the case. I would say that there's probably one dominating reason as to why that's the case, but I don't really want to go into it. I think my introduction in this particular part is going to be long enough without me talking about that, so I'll probably forget that for now. Maybe I'll talk about it as I continue recording. The reason why this will be a long introduction is because, basically, I want to say a few things. First and foremost, I'll be getting a laptop today, because my previous one did break, so I will be able to monitor the stream chat directly in front of me as opposed to on my television screen. I actually don't use a TV instead of a computer monitor. Yes, I do have a computer monitor over here that I'm currently using to look at not only OBS but also my stream chats as well. But yeah, regardless, I will mention that as well as that, I have still been having some issues inputting the name of whatever game that I'm playing while live streaming into the YouTube live stream dashboard. I have no idea why that's causing problems. Last time in the previous recording, it managed to find the correct game after I hit enter when putting in the actual name of the game that I was playing, but this time around when I typed in Phantom Hourglass in correct capitalization and everything, in terms of like The Legend of Zelda with correct capitalization, colon, the Phantom Hourglass or Phantom Hourglass. I alternated between both of them, and hitting enter on that gave me Breath of the Wild. Thank you, YouTube. So I don't really know what's going on with them, and I will mention that the previous live stream that I did, after having used the game title that YouTube had given to me after hitting enter, actually caused me to not be able to edit any of the information on the video itself. If I go into the video editor, it is literally broken. It has this rather cute picture of a dog with a power cable in its mouth, and that would be cute if not for the fact that it was extremely fucking annoying for me trying to edit my video. So YouTube is well and truly broken at the moment, and I'm going to try and not have every single video that I record be some sort of update on my current feelings about how much I hate YouTube, but you have to understand that I do use YouTube on a weekly basis, several days a week actually, as far as creating content is concerned, and when I see YouTube actually going headfirst into the shitter, I can't exactly remain silent about that. Now regardless, in terms of the positioning of my webcam here, you can see that I've got the microphone in the best position so that it looks like it's coming out of the frame rather than biting into it. I've made myself a little bit larger so that there's less blackness. As far as why it's black and not, you know, filled in with something is because the only way I'd be able to not make it look really shit is by having everything that's black on the screen that you can see, so therefore all the borders around it, also filled in with the same sort of background that I want. And that requires a little bit too much effort for me to want to put into this. So yeah, it's just going to remain black. Also the reason why the, no, it's over on the other side. Down that way, sort of. The reason why it has the Twitch and YouTube links in the same position as before is because the text would have to be made too small if I were to put it above my head for it to actually really be readable, because the actual length of the text for the links is pretty long, like there's a lot of characters in there, and so again, to actually not have it bite into the, I guess the main game screen, the bottom game screen, it would just have to be too small, and so I'm keeping it at this size. It's less work for me anyway, but yeah, seriously, that was the best solution that I came up with. I think I mentioned as well, I made my webcam view bigger so that I was filling in more of the black space. I think the size normally is a little bit less than that, but I'm not going to play with it. I've already positioned it in the best way possible. Just an update for those of you, well, I guess I've never really been able to properly demonstrate this, but the way in which I record this is on the Wii U, and I'm able to demonstrate it to you visually now. What is on your screen is actually on my gamepad now. I know it doesn't look amazing because I do have chroma key in effect at the moment, so it is taking some of the color out of it. As well as that, it is flipped. That's so that I can be on the left side of the screen as opposed to the right side of the screen. So yeah, I mean, I guess as far as demonstrating that is concerned, it could have been a little better, but the point is that I'm actually playing on my gamepad, and what I have on my gamepad is what you're able to see on the television. Now, I will mention that the colors here are a little bit off. I'm actually going to have to edit those. Do excuse me. I think I did edit the colors a little bit in the other Let's Play, but is it the contrast that's off? Is that what I'm having problems with? No, the contrast seems okay. It's just the problem is the colors that I'm seeing here are not quite the same as what I have. Is the brightness the issue? No. Hue. Problem is I'm not very good with color correction, so you'll have to excuse me while I... there we go, it's hue. So if I take the hue back, that gives us the same color that I have on the gamepad, because of course the color on the gamepad is what I want to aim for. So by taking out the hue, we can achieve what we want to achieve. There we go, that's looking a lot better. This is what it means to record live, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, again, I'm not much of a color correction whiz, for lack of a better term. I must be really lacking good terms if I just use that term, but regardless, we're now looking a lot better in terms of color. It doesn't look like a weird lime green mess, which I would say is a good thing. Let's, without further ado, get going. I've got my stylus in the back of my gamepad, and we will go right ahead and continue. I'm going to try and not have the gamepad positioned down here, because what happens is I'll be looking down, the microphones are not in the best position for that, so I'm going to instead sort of prop it up here and play that way. I will still be looking down, more or less. I'll try to look at the TV from time to time. It won't really make much of a difference for you guys, but anyway, I'm assuming that the game volume is alright. I haven't really tested it to see if that's loud enough. I'll try to monitor it as we go, to see if it is loud enough. Now, of course, for those who didn't watch the previous part, we just reached the third... It feels really weird. I feel like I'm doing some sort of presentation. I've got this stylus in my hand, and I've got this gamepad in front of me, and I'm like sort of talking in this microphone. It feels like I'm giving a presentation, and it's really bizarre. But anyway, yes, aside from that, yeah, we did reach the third dungeon, and because this is in a live Let's Play format, the videos will be longer, I'll mention. That's one of the reasons why I have this really long introduction here. The videos, as I have done in Breath of the Wild, generally go between 40 minutes to an hour. Ideally, it will be between 40 and 50 minutes, but sometimes I do run as long as an hour, and if things are going really great in terms of the live stream itself, and I've got a lot of people in the chat, or at least someone that I enjoy talking to in the chat, maybe I will record for longer. But that's probably not going to be the case with Phantom Hourglass. It made sense with Breath of the Wild. There are more people watching Breath of the Wild on Twitch, and probably YouTube as well. But yeah, there's no discoverability on YouTube at the moment in terms of this live stream, because I can't actually put in a fucking game title, because YouTube's broken, as we know. But anyway, I was getting a little bit of... Is that shining on my face at all? Oh, you can sort of see that shining on my face, but it's alright. It's something to maybe avoid. But anyway, yeah, so what I'm going to do, as a result of the fact that this will be a longer recording format, I'll try and have this one dungeon encompass one single video. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Or rather, would it make more sense to say, I'll have this one video encompass the entirety of the dungeon? Anyway, point is, I'm not going to stop in the middle of this, because it's kind of difficult to do that. It's not really a problem if I'm editing after the fact, because I can just split a long recording into two separate parts. But here, because it is live, I would have to actually stop and then start again. And that's a problem. So, yeah, regardless, we're going to get started here. I will do my best to monitor chats. I don't know if I can manage to do that or not, but yeah. I will mention as well, I've got this big frickin' microphone in my field of vision, which is not ideal. If I can maybe... maybe this is better. I don't know. Again, this is the first time I've ever done this, so... It wasn't really an issue when I was recording in a non-live setting, because I just positioned my microphone such that it would catch my voice as I was looking down, but yeah, I don't know. It looks fine for you guys. As long as it looks fine for you guys, that's all that really matters, to be honest. Okay, so we've got a safe zone just in here. sort of like a concave part of the pathway. And oh Jesus, here we go. I haven't done this dungeon in a very long time, I will mention. And pretty much everything that I do in this game has not been attempted on my side for a very long time, because I didn't play this game for ages. Because I did enjoy playing it when I did play it, but after I had decided to stop playing it, oh come on, I was trying to coax it out and I ended up getting hit by it. That wasn't ideal at all. Okay, so now we've unlocked a shortcut of sorts. It's a pretty pathetic shortcut. Alright, I'm going to try and position it here. Maybe this is a little bit better. I'm sort of more facing the webcam in this way. Maybe that's a good thing. Well, if I'm not going to be looking at the TV, I may as well be looking at you guys. That might be slightly more engaging. I've got no idea. Again, it's all very new to me. It's not necessarily new to me to do a live stream Let's Play, but to do it with a frickin' gamepad, which is off-screen, ideally. I mean, I want it to be off-screen, because otherwise it'd be this big white starship in your face, and we don't really want that. In what way do I mean that it's a starship? I've got no frickin' idea. So, what are we doing? We just got a small key. I was like I was doing things with my hand, and then my thumb got hair caught in it. Anyway, that's what happens when you have a long hair. But, yeah, so we got a small key, so now we can progress in some direction. We haven't actually come across a locked door yet, but that's a good thing. Once we do, we will actually be able to... Well, it's not necessarily a good thing that we didn't come across a door, but it's a good thing in that if we do, we will already have the key that we need to access it. Oh, here we go. It didn't take long for us to find that. I will mention, of course, that these dungeons are pretty simple, and I'm pretty sure that I have mentioned that in previous parts. It's also worth mentioning that the last time I was recording this game, let's just put this into perspective for a moment. It's currently the 11th of November. Hello, A Gaming, and posting your bottom emotes in the Twitch chat. It's currently the 11th of November. The last time I was recording for this game was the 27th of March of this year. So, yeah, it has been quite some time. I've been uploading steadily between that time, both editing and uploading, but as far as me sitting down in front of this game, it's been a while. And it's been a lot longer since I actually last went into this dungeon. Closer to 10 years. Oh dear, it's one of these things. Or, not one of these things, two of these things more specifically. Okay. Now, fortunately, you are given a good opportunity to continue hitting the weak point. Can you stop? You're able to continue hitting the weak point because it goes back into the enemy. This game is not as difficult as I make it out to be, I can assure you that much. What's Jesus? Am I Jesus because I have long hair? You should be used to that by now, A Gaming. I know you've been hanging around before, particularly in my Breath of the Wild recordings. It's a lot nicer to sort of, you know, refer directly to the camera in this way. It's actually very bizarre, because normally, well, I guess it's more like a PC recording, because if I'm recording on PC, I'd have the webcam positioned directly in front of me, and then, anyway, long story short, it's not the first time I've been able to refer directly to the camera in this way. How is the audio, by the way? Playing the game since March. Yeah, it's been a bit of a long journey, because I've been doing a lot of other things, of course. It's not as bad as Skyward Sword. I started that in December of last year. I'm like, what? A similar number of parts through it, so it's pretty bad. But in the case of Skyward Sword, that was actually my first playthrough, or I should use present tense. It is my first playthrough of that game, because I procrastinated. Not even procrastinated. I had no intention of playing the game up until recently. And it's almost not even recently. It's like almost a year ago. But anyway, it's relatively recently. The game's been out since like 2011. So, but I watched it at E3 in 2010 and it fucking sucked. Or at least that's what I decided was the case. But we won't go into that. Okay, so this thing we can just knock off the edge. We'll do that. Oh, shit. Well, I'm glad I managed to jump onto that. You guys can see the top map. It's pretty small, but yeah. We can't jump onto that over there because you've got these things in the way. I haven't really been paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment, to be honest. But, oh, these things. So if they jump onto you, you have to sort of wiggle around. Okay, this one will divide. You need to... Oh, shit. So this is what I mean by wiggle around. Is that what I said before? Shit, fuck off. I'm gonna have some... Link's face that just appeared on screen is literally my face right now. Actually, I can't get away with saying that because you can see what my face looks like. Whereas before you could not. But yeah, shit. Okay, so I've been led to this position here where I cannot continue, which is not a good start to this dungeon, so let's go back, shall we? Can I make it? No. That was a little bit silly of me, I have to say. So if I look on this map, maybe we can use the boomerang on that island, for lack of a better term. Yes. There we go, that's all we needed to do. Again, the benefit to Phantom Hourglass is that any puzzles are not difficult to solve. If you come across a puzzle in this game, it does not take much thought to complete it, because it's kind of a child-friendly game, because it is on the Nintendo DS. Alright, so we do need to bomb this floor here, because as you can see, there is a slight different coloration, which indicates that it is bombable. Alrighty. You're waiting on your Japanese copy of Demon Souls. Well, that sounds like fun. I will record some more Demon Souls at some point, but again, I don't know where all my Demon Souls viewers went. They all disappeared or something. But anyway. We got a ship part, which is for which ship? Can we actually see? I think it's on our collection screen. Let's have a look. Ship parts, here we go. That was the rail. Handrail, simple handrail, and chain handrail. So I guess that, I think it's for the iron ship. It's called the chain handrail, but the actual ship itself is the iron ship, and of course you do have a part of the ship for every single, well, for each type of ship you've got one part for that entire ship. So I don't believe there are any ship parts that are, you know, limited to only those individual parts. Like, they will always make up an entire ship that is in the same sort of style. So yeah, I'm going to hold my gamepad slightly differently, because holding it from underneath the gamepad is giving me a bit of hand fatigue. But anyway, okay. So it's easy to cross this path if I do this, apparently. So we're going to go to B1, and what I'm doing here is drawing on the screen itself, which I would like to think is fairly obvious. Rather than this being easy... Shit. So the stylus is not the best, but anyway. So it's up to the, yes, it's up to here, and then you'll have to excuse my drawing, it is the stylus and it's not amazing. This goes until here, then here, then up to here, and then, there we go. Now you'll see what these dots represent when we actually get to the place, but yeah, they're basically pillars that are coming out of the blackness, and yeah. There is an invisible floor that is literally the path that we just traced on that top map. And yeah. Now what did these say? Up, down, oh no. It's not only the order for the switches nearby, it's the very order of the whole temple, so take note of it. What is it? Well, what does this say? Big monsters with big ears are hugely vulnerable to loud sounds. Here we go. So remember how we had to scream at Edo to have him give us the salvage arm? Well, in this case, we need to yell to, I think, stun one of the enemies that we come across soon. I don't think we need to do it to kill them necessarily, but it helps in fighting them. It's fucking stupid. I'm just trying to play this game, and the game wants me to scream at it. Like, leave me alone. Anyway. So, up, down, right, then left. That's fairly easy to remember, because it's very close to the Konami code, so except left comes before right. I think we're about to come across one of those enemies that has big ears that we were just, I guess, given a hint about. I don't know what those green choo-choos are about. I suppose that they're just the regular green choo-choos that you'd come across in, say, Wind Waker. So they can probably after a period of time, hide themselves into some sort of, like, flat... I don't even know how to describe that. They'll pancake themselves. How about that? And then you won't be able to hit them. So I think the big... Here we go. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Eats you. Ah! See how I stunned it? It's not as bad as Edo, actually. Because with Edo, I would actually need to scream very loudly. So... This is one of the good things about having this on camera like this, because you can see what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. I'm like bringing the gamepad up to my face and screaming in it. In that case, I didn't actually scream. I grunted. I was like, ah! I sounded like Leather Belt from Ash's Retarded Adventure, which is a reference from about as long ago as the last time I played this game, so around 10 years ago. Ah, a leather belt. Ah. Anyway, sorry. I'll stop that. So, crystals can only fit into same-shaped platforms. Okay. So we actually need to get one of those things and carry it around to this position, and I don't really know what that's going to achieve yet, but that's alright. We will manage that at some point. Do I have a key? I do have a key. You can see whether or not you've got a key by looking at the top screen. You can see that tiny little key thing. Icon is the word I'm looking for. Alright, so I think if we go into here, we will end up at that place we were drawing on our map. Let's have a look and see if I'm right. I don't know if there was anything else for it. Let's just double check to make sure if I needed to do anything else in this room, because I have not been taking this dungeon very seriously at all. I've just been fucking around, basically. So, yeah. We brought ourselves back to the starting room, so therefore... Actually, yeah, let's go and get some hearts. That's a great idea. We don't have bottles in this game, do we? We have, like, potions that we can fill these slots with, but we don't have, like, empty bottles or anything. I do apologize for the fact that you've got my live stream links there on the bottom. Sort of gets in the way of that, but, oh god, it's, like, right over the menu thing as well. I hadn't actually noticed that until now. Well, you know what? I'll let you guys squint at this text. It's going to look really bad. Here we go. Ooh. You can squint at that. Yeah. Actually, let's put it here, maybe. Actually, no, it needs to be right on there. The Twitch part of it takes up less space. When the YouTube part comes, you'll see what I mean about needing all of that space, because the YouTube link is longer, see? Annoying and difficult to read, but that's just how it is, unfortunately. But yeah, it's better than covering all that stuff on the bottom, I suppose. Yeah. Whoa, almost got hit. Because I was too busy looking at the OBS window. Alright, let's go and continue. I'm pretty satisfied with what we have achieved in this room. We are 23 minutes in. Ideally, I'd like to have this finished in less than an hour. Let's see what we can do. I think it can be done, to be honest. As long as I'm not being an idiot. Which actually is not great. Oh yeah, that's right. So we need to do up, down, right, left. So, whoa, that was a much faster reaction from that Beamos than I was expecting. Don't know what I was saying there, Beamios or something. It was a slip of the tongue. But yeah, later on today I will be getting a laptop. It is second hand, and for some people that's just terrible, unacceptable. Oh, we need to go down. But it's a very clean second-hand laptop, so... And it's also running Windows 10, which is going to be absolutely delightful, and I do not say that sarcastically. I'm so sick of Windows 10. I said Windows 7, didn't I? Yeah. So it'll be running Windows 7, and I'm going to really enjoy that. I don't know if I'll have any compatibility issues at all. Probably not. I think running compatibility mode with Windows 7 will work perfectly fine for any newer, or maybe... That should work for newer things, won't it? No. Usually how that works, compatibility mode, like running things in compatibility mode generally works for older applications. So let's say you're running an older application with Windows 10. You would run it in compatibility mode for whatever that application had been designed for. I don't believe it works in the other direction. Just mentioning that in case any of you more techie people have a heart attack at what I just said before. But anyway. Alrighty. I still haven't really checked to see if the game's loud enough. I think we want to boost the volume a little bit more, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that the Wii U is quite, you know, low in volume. Because I need to set it at about 15 for... Here we go. This is a lot better. Sorry, guys. This is all quite new to me, so I haven't really been looking at the audio levels in OBS. So, yeah. Because I also record Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, I should assume that it's console-wide in terms of how loud it is. So now that we're at this, actually, that's probably a little too loud. We'll drop it back by a dB. It's now at 15. That's about what I have it at for Breath of the Wild. Oh shit, sorry about that. That's about what I have for Breath of the Wild, so it should be the same for this game, I'm guessing. So yeah, now you should be able to hear the game, guys. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Alrighty, so you can see that we are about to make use of our drawn path. This is... Hold on, let me knock you off if I can. There we go. Whoops, I went too far. Actually... Oh yes, so we can't really interact with this thing over here using our boomerang, and I would like to demonstrate that. I don't... Or maybe we can. Yes, we can. Isn't that interesting? Well, I think we'll worry about that later. We don't really need to do anything with that right now. It makes a really weird wet sound. It's not like a wet sound, it's like a... I don't really know how to describe it, but it's weird. So we want to go up to here, and you can sort of use the actual physical pillars that you're looking at as a good reference. Alright, that is a big chest, and I believe that that's either... Oh yes. I was going to say that's either the boss key or the item. And when I saw that eye directly behind the chest, I realized it would be the item, yes. I believe that it's the same chest for both the boss key and the actual item that you get in the dungeon. Alrighty, so let's go and shoot that eye and achieve something. Just got a path linking these two places. Now, what we want to do here... Hold on, let's kill this thing if we can manage that. It's like I'm fighting Ganon's... Oh, shit. Ganondorf's puppet form. Hold on. Fucking God. Where's my light arrow? Anyway. I actually smiled at that shit joke. See, this is the thing. I can get away with that if I'm not on camera, but if I'm on camera, you can see it. Let's just shoot that. I believe we want to point that in that direction. There we go. So now that we've done that, we can do something, I guess. Let's go up here. Maybe that's a good idea, instead of going back the same way that we had just come. Because that might be annoying. Here we go. Alrighty. Got these enemies again. They are kind of giving me problems, I have to be honest. Can you turn around, please? Thank you. There we go. Now, the ideal situation is that I continue to attack the back. There we go. Just learn how to play the game, Doom Link, and you'll be fine. Seriously. Anyway. We need another square-shaped thing, apparently. Unless we take the same one we had before and put it in there. It's possible. I don't know, actually. Well, you see, we might be able to... Oh, here we go. I was just about to say we might be able to open this path and gain access to that square thing. But I wasn't sure how to do that until almost immediately after having thought of it. So that big-eared thing is probably still there. So let's, like, not bother with it. We don't really need access to that now. Let's take this square thing with a pentagram on it. And put it in here. Okay. Now we have access to, and I've changed my hand positioning again with this. I do apologize if that's really annoying, like above me there, but seriously, there's no other alternative. Maybe some of you would say, well, don't even have it there at all, Doom Link. Well, it needs to be there, sorry. It's one of the reasons. Oh, God. If it were not there, it would kind of be a waste of time for me to live stream this. Because a part of live streaming this is so that I can actually have an audience, you see. Okay, let's get that heart. Come on, stop it. Now, if I can direct people on Twitch to my YouTube channel, that would be great. Let's have a potion, like, now. Holy shit. Drink it. Yes. It's quite pathetic that I needed to do this. And it's quite a good thing that I didn't need to die there. Can you die, please? Okay, so... it might be generally better to just use the bow. Now, I could have definitely approached that in a more sensible way. I'm not going to deny that. But, anyway. Am I too dark? I suppose because I'm not facing this way, it's not as, anyway, whatever. Let's hold on. That should be a little better. Oh, whoops. How's that looking? Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it? Is that... yeah, that's the wall. I was thinking that there was something cutting into the game screen there, but no, it was just the wall looking weird. Alrighty. So given the number of arrows I am being given, just to use the same fucking word repeatedly, I should just use arrows like that. Non-sparingly. Stupidly. There are different ways to say that. How far are we through this? 31 minutes. Well. Let's hope that we can get this done sort of soon. Now I will mention that it's actually better for me to record on PC. Well, of course I'm recording on PC. What I mean is that it's better to not use my laptop to actually refer to all this stuff because, and you can see that my arm is having issues because chroma key. I may fix that momentarily. Oh, I see. So I think we're going to have chests appear in those two squares, possibly. You are so annoying. Ugh. Unequip it for the love of my arse. Life is hard when you're stupid. There we go. Oh, just one chest in the two squares. It's a little misleading. It's like false advertising. Okay, there we go. What do we got? We got a power gem which was not actually very important at all. There is definitely a quest for acquiring all of them. Whether or not I'm going to do that quest, I have got no idea. So yeah, that remains to be seen. We don't really need that. Ugh. Okay. So we're making some pretty good progress through this dungeon. I don't know how much longer we will need to... oh shit. I was just trying to look to see what was over there by running forward. No, stop! Fucking balls. Having some heart problems. They keep giving me things like 1,000,000 bombs and 1,000,000 arrows. What I need is hearts. Please. Oh my god. How am I supposed to do this? Are they telling me to bomb the Beamos? I can do that. That's not how that works. Okay, fine. That only works for a limited time. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. So they weren't actually telling me to bomb the Beamos, they were telling me to bomb this thing. Or we can just miss it completely. How many... I know that's a... I know you're trolling me. How many Cradle of Filth concerts have I been to? 0. Now, I'm at serious risk of death. Okay, the chroma key needs to be fixed here because my hand is phasing out of existence as well as my arm, so that needs to be fixed. What have we got here? Filters, chroma key, we're going to drop it back. I have more leeway because I have a black background, you see. So, yeah, that's better. Now my hand isn't phasing out of existence. That's what we like to see. Okay, this is a serious problem because I am very close to death and dying here would be very frustrating. Not just because I would have to do things again, but also because that would mean that I really, really suck at this game. So what we're going to do is have it so that this spike thing is well out of our way as we want to. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I'm stupid. Let's fix this. It's the opposite of what I wanted, actually. Wait, yes. So we want to move this. Now trap it there. Wait, no, we can't actually... Okay. Never mind. I know what we need to do now. These things are very complicated for me. Okay. No! Fuck. What am I doing? I've lost my mind. I needed to push it again so that the spike was being stopped to the right of the block. Why do I suck so hard? Seriously. Why do I look so orange? One moment. So, no. Stop that. So, I believe that everything has been saved. Yeah, it's not like we have to go and do everything we've done in this video again. Fortunately, the game's not that strict. So we're going to take off auto white balance. We're going to drop back that orangey shit. No. Hold on. Oh. Can I get it so that it's not super orange? Sometimes with this white balance thing... Yeah, see? That's like a difference of 10 units or something. God damn it. Okay. It's like... terrible. Anyway, it's fine. It's not too orange now. It was before. I'm looking a bit green, but... not like in the face, but you know what I mean. Okay. Now, let's get back to where we were. We actually had the green choo-choo demonstrate its ability to avoid our attack this time. Oh, fuck off. But yeah, I was not thinking straight for whatever reason. Let's make use of our bow this time. We are one-shotting them with our arrows, fortunately. I'm going to go and get that heart. We actually are in quite desperate need for arrows, I will mention. Maybe let's not use these anymore. Alright, let's try and avoid these rocks. Octa-rock. Arrows. I did need arrows, but I can't... Actually, no, I don't really want hearts. I've only got one missing. Okay. Go. Alright. Mr. Blue Rupee, that's alright. But that's alright. Because rupees are not a problem in this game, you see. Alright, managed to get over to that side. Let's kill that bat. Case, I know. I don't care for the Zelda terminology. Sometimes I call Kuko's chickens, you know. Well, I'm sure you're aware of that fact. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to push this block there. Okay, apparently that... Oh, fuck off. Hearts? No. Bombs, of course. I mean, it's definitely helpful if you don't have any bombs. I won't deny that. But yeah, can you... There we go. So that's what we wanted to do. It was fairly simple. And yet I made it look a lot harder than it actually was. Got a Zora scale. And I believe that's all we really wanted to do. There's nothing over that way. I don't think. No, it's just a wall, which is what I like to see. Okay. So, I think we're getting close now to the end of this, hopefully. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe we want to carry that square block thing over this way. Possibly. Let's just wait and see. Because now we have a clear path to take it all the way here if we wanted to. But we might not need to. We'll just wait and see once again. Okay. Let's maybe use the boomerang. I think we need to wait until... Yeah, we need to wait until we're on that platform. So, let's try and be smart about this. We have all the time in the world to reach shit. That's really frustrating, because that's not what I wanted to do. We'll have to draw from Link, because otherwise the game is going to get confused as to what I want to do. Alright. Now we can get on that side. And at this point, I believe we are going to want to change the direction of those things that we saw before, that you can shoot arrows into, but not in the location where we shot the arrow to open the door last time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's alright. I'll just have to try and demonstrate it to you. Okay. Now, I believe... Okay, maybe not. I guess we can't fix that. We'll try shooting an arrow into that. See what that does. Okay. Fairly simple for now, but I think we will need to shift that a little more. See that eye that was just on this wall? We need to hit that eye by doing some kind of, for lack of a better term, funky things. So, that will happen. Oh god, it's you again. We can kill this guy without screaming at him. I think. Oh, they really... Ah! They really want me to scream at him. That's so annoying. Alrighty. Now we can continue through here. I don't know how much time do we have? We have about 20 minutes if I want to keep this under an hour. So... Ooh. This is a bit of a fancy block. Oh, that's right. I remember this. So what we need to do with this block is actually draw its path using the map function where we can draw on it. So let's do that. Map. Let's go just to the top to start with. I remember this. Aha, it's going to be in the order that we need to do it in for everything else. Up, down, right, left. So let's head down. Actually, what we'll do is we'll erase, just in case it confuses it, you know. Let's head down. Alrighty. This is one of the ways in which I think Phantom Hourglass is really cool. You don't get this in any other Zelda game. I think there are certain things that are novelties that wear off in Zelda. One of them is swinging your fucking Wiimote around like an idiot. But I think that this is actually very nice. It's cool. Check that out. Am I too green? Shit, I need to hit that thing. God damn it. Get it, get it, get it. Ugh. There we go. Alright, let's pause the game by doing that. And I'll try and make myself look a little less green, but not such that my body parts are phasing out of existence. Wait, no, we want more chroma key, not less. Maybe that's alright. Is that looking better? Yeah, it is. It's live, I'm making live adjustments. What can you say? Or what can I say? Alright. So this is all to get the boss key by the looks of it. Oh no, this is to get to the boss door. Where's my boss key? Shit! Hopefully I'll get the boss chest appearing. I have access to the actual boss door now that I think about it. With this thing. But there we go, so that's the... Awesome. We're done with this place. Fuck that. So what I was I just threw my stylus. What I was talking about before, apparently I'm low on gamepad battery, which is kind of not great. Hopefully we can get this finished before it dies. Picking up my stylus. What I was talking about before, about needing to position those arrow shooting things so that we could hit that eye, that's actually optional. And if it's optional, I'm going to go right ahead and opt out. So, yeah. How about we do it a little nicer than that? Actually, let's not do it nicer than that, because I don't want to confuse it. Oh! Okay, well, it just put me there anyway, which is a good thing. Alright, we've got the boss key. And now we're going to draw ourselves over to, well, that's all well and good, but I want to take us a little further than that. No, let's change that. Let's go down here, and no, that's ridiculous. Still too low. Why does it even matter, Doomlink? Here we go. So crazy. I really like this. Okay, so we are almost at the boss. I don't know what we would get if we did what I was talking about just there, where we can shoot that arrow in that weird direction. But for now, We're just going to continue. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Actually, that's what I decided. I said that I wouldn't do 100% of this because I have too much to do, right? In terms of recording. So I'm not going to spend more time than I need to playing this game. Ponder the grand order of the whole... Yes, okay, my path will become clear. Rightio. Grand order. Relax. It's just up, down, right, left. It's not very grand. It's basically ripping off the Konami code, sort of. We're given access to something over here. We may as well go and get it. Again, it's a bit of a race against time. I do not want my gamepad to run out of... Stop that. I don't want my gamepad to run out of charge. Because that would be really bad. I'm currently live. I can't just stop. Courage gem. May as well. Alrighty, let's take on this boss. I will need to oh no. Wait, no, I don't think... Yeah, this isn't going to use the top screen, I don't think, is it? If it is, I'm so fucked. No, it's not going to, fortunately. Because if it needed to use the top screen, I would have to recrop this shit. Oh my god, I think it's going to use the top screen as well. Oh dear Jesus. It is. Well, let's just try to... Oh, this is so confusing. Okay, so what we're going to do... We're opening the collection screen so that I can do this. Wait, no, did we want to hit the home? No, we don't want to hit home. We want to... Is it? No. Where are my emulation options? I don't even know where they are now. I kept opening them accidentally before. Well, there we go, it's a ZR apparently. We're going to go screen settings, we will go like that. Oh my god, I have to hold my gamepad like that? That's terrible, whatever. Now I have to do this. This is ridiculous. Alright, so... The reason... look at that being cropped out. I'm sorry guys, what I'll do... What I'm doing is... turning off my crop. Now it's sort of not amazing. I realise that. It's just for the boss fight, don't worry guys. Okay, so this is just going to be less confusing, you see. Because we can see the perspective of the boss. Okay, so we're right here, apparently. Do I need to bomb it? Or do I need to shoot it with an arrow? Okay, we need to shoot it with an arrow. Let's do that. Where are you? There we go. Shoot it in the face with an arrow. And then I don't know what we do at that point. Do we need to knock those blue things off it? Let's try and bomb it. I think we need to break the shell. Damn it. So I think we were given an opportunity to break the shell there. But, okay, stop it. Don't do that. Okay. So I think we need to break the shell using bombs, so let's do that. Is that working? No. We want to break those blue things then. That somehow cracks the shell. I don't know how that makes sense, but whatever. Now we want to hit that blue thing. Okay, so using the same technique as before. I don't like that it doesn't pause the game so that I can reselect my item. Shit, fuck. Hit its face. Bastard. Prick. Oh, I see. So... No. What we want to do is we want to get it to guard. And to do that, we need to attack it, obviously. Then once it guards, we're given the opportunity to hit its tail. This is gross. Fucking crabs. No. I'm actually at risk of death. If I die here, that's going to be so bad. Get that heart, man. Get the heart. Fucking shit. Alright, let's go and look for some pots. They usually have pots with hearts in them. Here we go. Really needed those. I have to say, my performance in this recording has not been very good. And that is the boss dead. I didn't see what it's called, actually. Now, without further ado, let's go and fix this frickin' screen position. That's what we want, yes. And then I will recrop it. Looks fine here, because this is not in-game, really. Filters... Crop... What's that? I don't know. Alright. And now we're back to normal. Nice. It's all a bit messy when it's live, isn't it? But that's alright. Link takes out his hourglass, he knows what to do. He's getting some more sand of ours, so that we can go back into the Temple of the Ocean King and do the same levels that we've done before again. That's probably the one bad thing about this game, having to repeatedly go through the Temple of the Ocean King through levels you've already been through. Yes, it changes slightly when you get new items, in that you can go more places, but it's a little annoying still. So we managed to do that in under 1 hour, we're about 50 minutes into this. So that's one good thing. This is the Spirit of Courage. And is strangely, as you can tell, not green. You look just like me. What happened? Something seems weird. I remember this. I had forgotten about this until now. Now, I don't think the truth of what's going on here will be immediately revealed. I think we need to go to Hourglass first. Something's odd, but you got the Spirit of Courage. Maybe now you can find the ghost ship? Alrighty. So given how much I've recorded here, I think I will stop. But yeah. I think this turned out rather well. I'm pretty happy with the live stream format for this particular Let's Play. I don't think it's too bad at all. Because I'm able to sort of refer to the camera here, and yeah, it's all quite nice. I like it. But anyway, that's it for the Temple of Courage. You can see subscribe to Doomlink is written up there. You're welcome to do that if you'd like to. I have it written there as a joke, not because I actually think you guys will subscribe to me if you read that. But, yeah. Now that we have dealt with the Temple of Courage, we either go to Hourglass or go to the Temple of the Ocean King. I'm not sure which of those two we want to... Can you please stop? Anyway, that's it for this recording, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you when I'm next recording The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Or Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass more specifically. I will be continuing to record in the live stream format for this Let's Play going forward. The same will be the case for Skyward Sword, in fact. I just need to upload one more part for Skyward Sword that I think was recorded, like, possibly around a similar time that I was last recording Phantom Hourglass. Probably a few weeks before that. And then, at that point, I will continue with Skyward Sword, but live, which is going to be really weird, because that's something that's even more uncharted territory for me than doing this, where I've got this stupid gamepad and I'm recording live in that way. With Skyward Sword, of course, I'll be recording with my torso, not my full body, probably like mostly the torso showing. And so that's going to be really weird as far as monitoring chats and just recording live in general like that. Haven't done it before, so that'll be interesting. I don't know when I will start doing that, but now that I'm actually doing Phantom Hourglass, finally, and it has been on my mind to do what I'm doing right here for many, many months. And now that I'm finally here doing this, maybe that will give me some sort of drive to do the same for Skyward Sword. But regardless, I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I'm next recording The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. It is once again the 11th of November 2019, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.